Well, she's been an amazing champion. She's one of only a few who's been able to win 4 Grand Slams in a row. Maybe not the same year, but to me that doesn't matter. It shows what a great champion she is. She's one of the greatest fighters. I always enjoy watching her. She's always very dramatic. I hope the Williams sisters both stay around for a long time, because I think the women's game needs them, especially Serena.
That's a nice tribute from perhaps the greatest male player of all time. 26 majors between them, Pam. And Serena would say just as nice things right back about Roger.
And longevity, to me, that comment that Roger made about Serena is how important longevity is for champions of an era, because that's kind of what makes them start to stand out. And we're starting to see that with both Roger and Serena, who 10 years ago here won her first major, a surprise win here at the '99 U.S. Open over Hingis.
Did you notice the accomplishment that Roger mentioned specifically, winning all 4 majors in succession? I think that Serena Slam is obviously something that Roger has his mind on. If he can win this title for a 6th straight time, he heads to Melbourne with a chance at his own Roger Slam. And he says that's just as good in his mind as a calendar slam.
Well, that's a good reason to start talking it up, because once he got the French Open, obviously that's always been the one, the hard one for him. But once he had that, then 4 in succession is very much a possibility.
And Pam, don't you think Serena came so close actually at the French this year? I mean, she was up a break in the 3rd against Kuznetsova in the quarterfinal before losing. She said for the first time in a long time she got really tight. But I think if she had won that match, she would have probably gone on to win the title, and she'd be playing for the Grand Slam right now.
Yeah, certainly would have put a lot more pressure on her, possibly at Wimbledon. But, these are things we never know. But
that's a great point, though.
Yeah.
She certainly would have been the favorite over Safina. Serena is absolutely racing to the finish line now. Pam said she wanted to get out of here quickly. Maybe done by 10:30.
Yeah, I've got this Telestrator stylus in my hand. I'm thinking this Telestrator is going to make a debut.
You're going to draw something here?
I'm thinking.
You're going to do some deep analysis of this 6-1-4 love lead?
Well, first things first. Hi, kids. All right. Now we're going to get to action.
We've seen 2 drop shots from Serena tonight.
Actually, I'm going to use the Telestrator when we get the long shot of the court, because there's not very often you see Serena go from where she is here. Look how far behind the baseline she is. Drives it down the line and then feathers it. So when you're talking about where Serena went, she went from deep in this and short there. Okay, now I'm done with the Telestrator. It's been debuted.
Okay,
no, I'm not satisfied. but somebody had to debut it.
Well, you better get the stylus out quickly, because this one's going to be over very soon.
Yeah, I felt the pressure. 6-1-4 love.
Thank goodness you paid for all these toys, Pam, so you could say hi to your kids.
Well, the lefty serve that she needs is the one she really hasn't been using tonight, which is the one that would take Serena out there. But she changed it up.
Serena was looking for the wide serve. Sink sneaks it up the middle, so a couple of aces. Get back to 30 all.
That was a little better usage, wasn't it?
That was better, yeah. Okay, so she waits till she's down 6-1-4 love. Love 30.
She knows I have this in my hand, and so it was the curling forehand, the first good curling forehand that took Serena way out of court, that made the open forehand down the line a possibility.
So Sink on the board in the second set. Is hungry to repeat, do something nobody's done on the women's side since her sister did it in 2000 and 2001. Hard not to take notice of this performance, though. Yeah.
Let's change over.
Well, just from the very start, Serena's been on it, and still with single-digit unforced errors. Only 8 for the match, and 7 + 5, that's 12 games. I mean, that's about as economical as Serena can be on unforced errors. And 3 of the 8, as you pointed out, are double faults.
I can't recall ever seeing a Serena match with 5 ground stroke unforced errors in 2 sets.
Tell you, when she beat Sharapova the finals of the Australian Open, to me that set a standard for Serena. I don't know how many unforced errors she had. I don't know if she can ever play better than that.
Right, considering the opponent,
right.
The occasion.
Oh. And she didn't have many.
Often Maria has brought out the best in Serena. You think other women are taking notice? I mean, Serena has an intimidation perhaps on this court more than any other place against even the top women.
Well, I think they know who certainly holds 3 of the majors right now, even if she hasn't won a tour event.
40 love.
But this kind of a performance can just send, it would seem to me, the message that it's not really in your control. When I'm playing like this, it doesn't matter whether it's Zink or Dementieva or her sister or anybody else on the other side.
She hasn't lost a point on second serve this set. Only lost 1 point on serve. Not faced a break point. I mean, literally, when you
interviews, photo galleries, it's the official tournament website, usopen.org. Interesting what Jeremy Piven said. He'd never seen Serena play in person. It's an experience that is hard to translate through TV cameras, frankly. If you haven't had a chance to watch, the power, the movement in person, try to find an opportunity, because no matter what we do with the coverage, it's hard to get it through the screen, just how hard she can hit the ball and move around the court when she's in top form.
Well, I've actually seen Jeremy Piven play tennis, and he plays pretty well. So when you've played tennis yourself and you know the speed of the ball from that standpoint, and then to see this, it's different. And to see Federer before that. I'll tell you what I like, though, is Serena Williams that last game closed the point by hitting a winner right down this. It didn't have to go to the extremes. And I think that's key for her, not to have to feel like she has to test the extremes. And when her power is on, she can shrink the court. She doesn't need to go for the sidelines.
No, she hits the ball so heavy, Pam, that she really penetrates the court, pushes her opponent back, and I think she's sending a big signal to the rest of the field that her game is back on track.
That's what I was curious about, MJ. A deeper meaning than just another routine Serena win. And others will take note of this, you believe?
Absolutely. I mean, this is the best she's played all summer. Very crisp, very focused, great moving.
Thank you.
This all seems to click in on the biggest stage. Has done it. Triple match point.
I'm actually not sure she played this well at Wimbledon the whole time either. I mean, I didn't feel like she ever quite hit stride there, even though I thought Venus in that final didn't bring it to Serena.
Too bad. 6-1, 6-1 in 53 minutes. Serena She wanted to make a quick night of it, and she did, just overpowering an opponent who'd given her trouble a couple months ago.
Well, maybe a way on a day that the New York Times features women's tennis and some problems on serve above the fold on the front page. Maybe that's the way the night was supposed to end, with a double fault. But mostly the headline from this match is all about Serena Williams, who's doing a little dance out there. She's feeling the mood because she is playing some good tennis.
She was playing well before, but after that foot fault, which took away an ace, she really took it up another notch. And poor Melinda will exit the stage probably with exactly what she feared, being embarrassed by a player that took it all out of her own control. So Serena Williams through to round 3.
She's
joining
still
her big
dancing.
sister. A little dance, a
Yeah.
little bit with Serena after this quick timeout.